Always dreaming about your dream life, wondering what it's like to go and purchase things without looking at the price tag, to be able to take great and amazing vacations with your family, to live a life not paycheck to paycheck. Well, those things are so achievable. I'm going to be sharing ways that you can build your financial freedom that are super simple. Keep on watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lillian, and on this channel you are going to find tips and tricks that are encouraging, empowering, and giving you tools to achieve your financial freedom. In today's video, we're going to build a strong financial house for you. You're going to see that it's simple to achieve a financial freedom and simple steps that you can take. Subscribe to my channel, like this video if you want to achieve your financial freedom, and comment down below. I would love to get to know you more. Here I'm going to be sharing with you the steps and ways that you can build a strong financial house. In order for you to achieve your financial freedom, there are some certain things that you need to achieve or have in place in order for you to get there. In order for you to have the life that you're dreaming of, there are steps that you need to achieve in order for you to get there. And I'm going to be sharing simple steps. And the best analogy that I have found that has helped me and my clients to know what place in their financial life they are at. And that's by building a house. So if you're gonna build a house, the first thing that you need to put in place is your foundation. And your foundation needs to be strong, your foundation needs to be sturdy and bulletproof. And that's why I'm gonna be sharing with you guys the things that you need to do for your foundation and your house to be bulletproof. And doesn't matter what winds come your way, if you have a strong foundation, you really are like set. So we are literally going to be building a home, and we're going to start with the foundation. And the first thing you need to have in your foundation is an emergency fund. An emergency fund allows you to have money in your house or in your pocket, God forbid an emergency happens. So what is an emergency? If your car broke, if you're in the hospital, you need money, if you're laid off from work. So let me ask you a question. If you were laid off from work for 3 to 6 months, how would your financial life be? We are going through something right now that we never have experienced before, and people are struggling. And that's because they did not have an emergency fund where something like this happened. God forbid a big emergency happened. You had some money to protect yourself. That's the number one thing that you need to start looking at it right now. It starts saving for an emergency. I would recommend you putting this money in a money market account in your bank where your money is gaining some interest. I would recommend you living in your house. Why? Because it's so easily accessible, and God forbid something happened, burn your house down, or if your house got burned down, God forbid things do happen, or someone broke in and they found your emergency money. I wouldn't want you to do that, and I want you to be bulletproof. So how much do I need to have in my emergency fund? You need to have between 3 to 6 months of your expenses saved in case you are now out of work. I would recommend after you have 3 to 6 months to increase to a year, because now you really are bulletproof. So start first with putting $1,000 there and just leave that money and start building your financial life. So the second thing that I'm going to be telling you is to have a budget. A budget is so important because it allows you to know and see exactly what's going in and what's going out. And I will tell you, for the first few years where you're trying to build your financial freedom, maybe not a year, maybe just let's say the first year, you should really be living below your means. Try to not go out or overexpend your money, be spending money that you don't have. If you really want to build a financial freedom, you need to make sure what's coming in and what's going out so you are really bulletproof. The third thing I would say is to have your legal matters in place. So I'm gonna put L for legal. For example, if you own a home, if you have kids, you need to have life insurance. You need to protect your family, you need to protect your house, you need to protect your things. And if you do have kids, one of the things that you need to have in place is a will. It is so important nowadays with everything that's going on for you to make sure that your family is protected, not only financially, but also emotionally, physically, from all the things that you can do right now. And having those things in place are really gonna make a huge difference in how you become financially independent. So this is the base of our home, an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months, making sure that you know your budget, what's coming in, what's going out, and to have your legal matters in place. So now we're gonna build the first wall, or the wall of your house. And here we're gonna start. Now, this part of your house, we're going to be attacking your debt. So the first thing we're gonna be is tackling our debt, because how can you live a financial free life if you owe money to somebody? If you owe money to a card or to a bank, you don't want that. And that won't allow you to really be free, because someone actually holds you accountable for that money. So start looking at, how am I gonna become debt free? If you haven't yet, watch my video that I posted on how we paid off $10,000 in debt, and I'm pretty sure that there's something there that can help you and start stacking up your debt. I'm gonna be making videos that go more into details over debt, investment, and all of those sort of things, so don't you worry. So in order for you to have a strong financial house, after your base being strong, you need to attack your debt. So like that, you can continue living a free life and really enjoy without owning anything to anyone. So attacking your debt, the next thing that I would say in building your financial home, it's going to be start saving for events, life events. What does that mean, Lillian? What are you saying? After you have started tackling your debt, now it's time for you to start thinking long term. Start thinking about events that's going to happen in your life that you are gonna need to have income. For example, I wanna go on a vacation in a year from now. What are the steps that I need to take in order to save for me to be able to have a most amazing vacation and come back debt free? Because can you imagine going on vacation and come back with the loads of debt? That ain't fun. That putting you back a step back. So let's not do that, and let's try to move forward in saving for life events, vacation, weddings. You can start saving for buying a house. You can start saving for things of that sort. I'm not gonna get into college and retirement just yet. That's on our next step. And for you to be saving money for events, because you don't want to be coming up to the date of your event and not having money and have to ask people, hey, can I borrow some money for my vacation? Can I borrow some money for a wedding? Can I borrow some money to pay for my house? I'm gonna put a down payment. So let's be smart with the decisions that we're making and preparing for events. And then the other part, it's going to be a saving automatic. So automatic saving, which means that you are taking out money on a weekly, monthly basis that comes out automatically. Different from this, because the more money you have saved, the better decisions that you can make. Let me tell you, Dave Ramsey said something and it's so true. Money is king. If you have cash, and cash is king, it's not money. If you have cash, you can now go to anywhere that you want and say, hey, I want to purchase this and this is how much I'm willing to pay cash. I'm pretty sure that that person might want to make a deal with you. And if they don't, move on to the next person. You might find someone that wants to make a deal with you on how much you want to pay. I'm going to recap really quick just to make sure that we're getting in here in our heads, okay? So the first thing is an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months to start, and then 6 to 12 months. And then have your budget, your legal matters in order, and then start attacking your debt as fast as you can. Let's make sure that we don't owe anything to anyone. Start saving for life events, and then saving automatically. And then the next part of our house is going to be our ceiling. The ceiling is the part that's most exciting, is building wealth. Building wealth by having a retirement plan, God, please. Guys, please forget my handwriting. Like, this is like, we're gonna work on it, okay? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get better. So having a retirement plan, start investing now. Start little. Start investing with $25, $50 on 401ks, or in different kind of retirement funds that you can find. I would say talk to someone that you know in your area that's a financial advisor, that have connection with the broker. There's also brokers online that you can have access to, and they tell you which ones to pick. There's different ways that you can have a retirement money without having to invest $5,000, like, you know what I'm saying, like invest so much. There's ways that you can start with really small. You just need to be connected to the right person, the right broker, where they're going to be able to help you. So retirement plan, it's something that you should start today. The younger you are, the better it is. Start right now. And if life have passed by and you haven't started yet thinking about retirement, don't waste any more time. Retirement is where you're building money and wealth for yourself, so later on you don't have to work. And the way you think about retirement is, what age do you want to stop working? So you say, most people say 60, 65. Why do they say that age? That's because of the age that the retirement or the unemployment is gonna start sending you some money. But there's other ways that you can build yourself wealth outside the government. Because the government, even though it's your money, you can't really control it, right? We say that we might not have some money later on, so who knows? But if you were building a retirement plan also using 401ks, using brokers where you can have investments in compound interest, I'm telling you, it's the best way that you can achieve your financial wealth is by investment on your retirement. Thinking about your retirement, I'm going to be bringing you a video later on how to understand investments, and I think that it's really gonna hit home with this one. Compound interest, it's so powerful because it's like you having a little bag and you start putting little, and that little money that you put now doubled, and then you add another one, and then that doubles. So like it just keeps growing so much by you adding just a little bit at a time. So don't waste time. Don't think that you need to have so much to start. Start today. The younger you are, if you're hearing me, start investing now, because that means that the earlier you'll be able to retire. And then obviously if you have kids, you want to start looking at college funds. And if you notice, I have retirement plan first, because for a kid that's going to college, even though you might not want to, and I would recommend not to, but they can get a loan. You cannot get a loan for your retirement. So start thinking about that today. And then connect yourself with brokers that you can trust. And there are some online too that are really great, and you can go about investing and start creating wealth for yourself. The more investment that you have, the better off you will be. The better off you will be. So I hope that you guys learned something on how to build your financial life. I know this is kind of a little funny looking, but really you are building a strong financial life if you start from having your base strong and moving yourself up. I wanted to show you as simple as this, as building a financial house, and I hope that it can really stay in there, that it's simple. It just takes time and effort. It means living beyond your means for a little bit so you can achieve the things that you want to achieve, like living a life of freedom, living a life where you don't have to look at price tag, being able to go on vacations because you have taken the steps to achieve that. Can you imagine if you paid off your debt and now no longer you're sending money towards that, where you can be using that money to invest on other opportunities of investment? If you now have over $2 million saved up for your retirement, what about if you helped your kid go to college and they didn't have to get a student loan? What about if you learned how to budget your life and now you are in control of everything that you do, and you don't have to live a life bound to paycheck to paycheck? I hope this video really encouraged you, empower, and I hope that it was simple enough that you can understand the power of building your financial home. Have a great day, guys. See you next time.